We're going to use the fill function to change how transparent a shape appears to be on the screen. So we're going to use active mode. We've got the setup method here and the draw method here. We've got a background in the draw method, a background function. Right now it's just white. It's easiest to kind of see this effect if you have a lighter colored background for now. I'm going to just make a shape function. I'm going to center it at 250, 250 and make it 100 pixels wide by 100 pixels high, just for right now. And I'm going to fill it in. 0 is the red parameter, 0 is the green parameter, and I'll put 255, so this is blue. And actually right now I'm also going to use the no stroke function to hide the outline of the shape, so it won't have an outline. So right now, just a blue circle. Great. So I'm coming back to this fill function, and I've got 3 parameters as we've just covered, red, green, and blue. If I add a 4th parameter, that's how transparent or opaque you want the fill to be. 0 is completely invisible, totally transparent, and 255 is completely solid. So if I say 100 as a transparency level, notice it looks a little bit paler. This effect is easier to see if I overlap 2 shapes. So maybe I'll make a rectangle, and I'm going to put its left corner at 250, 250. I'll make this also 100 by 100. And the same fill and transparency will apply to that one, but since you're overlapping them, you can see that you can see the circle beneath that rectangle, beneath that square. If I wanted to, I could also change the transparency and fill of the square. So maybe I'll make it more like teal, but slightly less transparent, more opaque. And again, if I made it 0, I actually won't see it at all. And 255 would be complete solidness. This works with the alphanumeric code too. If I wanted to say, pick a color from the color selector. Then it would just be one additional parameter. So if I said 150 just as a comma, one additional parameter after the code, it would work the same way. The other thing we could do is we can animate the transparency. So I could make a new integer variable t. I'm going to say that that's the transparency level. Maybe I'll start it out at t is 0. So invisible, no transparency. And then maybe I will substitute t in here for how transparent the pink square is. Changing transparency. And then finally I need an equation to make the transparency increase. So t equals t plus 1. And it will give the effect of the square fading in. Once it reaches full transparency, 255, it can't get any more, or full opacity. It can't get any more opaque than that, so it'll just look the same after that.